Hello again, everybody. It's TJ, the Stereo-Bargainphile. You already guessed it. I am very pumped up today to bring you all my review of the Aune X8 Majic Dac. But first and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to HiFiGo and a big thank you to them for their support and sending the Aune X8 Majic Dac in for an overview, and they sent some more stuff. So if you're interested in buying the Aune X8 Majic Dac, I highly recommend HiFiGo. And down in the description box, I will upload HiFiGo's link down at the bottom. So, let's go ahead and get into this. First, I just want to go over a couple specs with you all, and then we'll have a close-up look of the DAC. I will show you all the op amps. We'll go inside, and I'll show you how Aune wants you to change the op amps inside of the DAC, which is really awesome feature, which kind of lets you, tailor the sound to your stereo system how you like. But anyways, another awesome feature that comes with this DAC is, it has the FPGA, Field Programmable Gate Array, which just means you could reprogram this DAC. But anyways, we will have that close up, and then at the end of the video, because I know how much the subscribers out there, I know how much you all like comparisons. So today I will be comparing the Aune X8 Majic Dac to the Schiit Modius Dac. Now the Schiit Modius Dac was $199 US new, and the Aune X8 Majic Dac, it's $299 US new at HiFiGo. But anyways, the Aune X8 Majic Dac, you can use it as a single-ended preamp also, which meaning you could use it as a preamp running it to a headphone amplifier or a 2-channel amplifier, or you could use it for active speakers. We'll go over that more here in a minute when we do a close-up of the actual DAC. But anyways, when I show you the back of it, you'll see it has a digital USB input, and that digital USB input, it will decode DSD 512, and it will also decode 32-bit at 768 kilohertz PCM. This Aune X8 Majic Dac, the built-in chip inside is the ESS9038Q2M DAC chip. And like I was telling you, the USB, it's going to decode the highest file formats for you. But also what's really cool about this DAC is the coax digital input. It decodes 24-bit, but at 384 kilohertz. But it also does DSD 128, which is actually DOP 128. All that DOP does is it uses PCM frames to transport that signal. Now we get into the optical input with this Aune X8 Majic Dac. The optical input of this DAC is 24-bit at 192 PCM, and it will decode DSD 64, but again it does it by DOP. And so people are probably wondering, what is DOP? Well, basically I got a little cheat sheet. So on our coaxial, to be able to do that DSD 128, you do it by DOP. That DOP, you have to have at least, to be able to, decode DS128, you had to have 352.8 PCL. And yes, the coax in this Aune X8 Majic Dac, it does go up to 384 kilohertz. And again, with the optical does DSD 64, so it's DOP, which means you had to have at least 176 kilohertz PCM, which the optical does. It goes up to 192. And that's pretty cool, that this amplifier can do that. And being able to actually change out these little op amps. I'm getting ready to show you all. I'm going to show you all inside the box and everything it comes with and a close-up. And after that, I got a comparison for you all to the Schiit Modius Dac. But remember, the Aune X8 Majic Dac is $299 US, and the Schiit Modius Dac is $199 US. But, so let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so the $299 US Aune X8 Majic Dac will come packaged like this. Then you'll open it up and we'll have a box right here. I'm going to go ahead and take the lid off. Really nice box, as you can see. Then I got it packaged up. Let me pause it real quick and take it out of the package. Okay, you can see I took it out of its package. Now we have like some really soft felt foam. Really nice piece. I mean, they packaged this up really good. Then inside here, and yes, I've already had it open. You will see everything it comes with. You'll actually get a little computer disc showing you how to do everything. Pretty cool. Then in the box, you'll see we'll have our little op amp, extractor tool, and the little Allen wrench to be able to take the cover off the bottom. And then it'll come with like this little pill bottle, and it'll come with one already in the DAC, and it'll come with an extra one. And down here we'll have our USB cable, and then we'll have our 9-volt power supply, which is 2 different pieces. Pretty nice size power supply. I mean, here's where you can see if you wanted to upgrade this cable that plugs in, you could do that. But it is, you know, this is a lot better than getting a phone charger with your DAC. But anyway, so now let's take a close look. Okay, here is the front of the Aune X8 Majic Dac, and you can see over here we have our inputs. I'm going to try to hold this still for you all. Coax, USB, optical, coax again. Now you see over here A, B, C, D. Let me hold this straight. Those are 7 different filters. All together, you'll have A filter, B filter, C filter, D filter, then AB, BC, and CD. Now what you got to do this, you got to hold the input button down. So I'm going to hold it down. See it want to B. Hold it down. Go to C. I'm going to keep holding it down. Goes to D. Then AB. BC. CD. Pretty really easy to do. But anyways, I noticed when I used that at very, very high frequencies, it either had like a slow roll off or a fast roll off. And you could barely notice it. You need some really revealing speakers to hear that. So let's go to the back of the DAC. Okay, now we're at the back of the DAC, and you can see over here we have a toggle switch to turn it off and on. A lot of DACs don't even have an off and on switch. Then you'll see over here we'll have our preamp out. And you'll say, well, is that upside down? No, when you look over the top of this DAC from the front, you'll be able to read it, which I thought that was pretty cool. But you'll have your preamp output, and you'll have your audio signal output. Audio signal is 2 volts. Then you have your coaxial, optical, and USB. And again, the USB will decode 32-bit 768 kilohertz DSD 512. And the coaxial, which is really funny, it will decode 24-bit 384 kilohertz and DSD 128. And again, the optical will decode 24-bit 192 kilohertz PCM and 64 DSD. It's got some nice heft to it. It's a little bit over 3 pounds, just a hair over 3 pounds. Good, really nice built steel casing. So now, let's go look at the bottom and remove the cover so we can look at how to change the op amps inside. Okay, here's everything that comes with the DAC, and we're at the bottom of the DAC where we can change out the op amp. And here's our little cover right here. And also you'll see we have some nice little feet on the bottom, really soft rubber. And here's our little Allen screws. These are 1mm Allen screws, and here's the tool they give you to take this cover off so we can get to the op amp. One of these. As you can see right there, I think that's the Burr Brown 2607 that comes with the Aune X8 Majic Dac and the JRC 5532, which is the Japanese radio company 5532, which that was my favorite op amp. Was really balanced, really musical, just meaning overall sounded really good to me. So I'm going to take this cover off real quick, and remember when you go to take it off, use the smaller end to take it off. This end is just to do it fast. Okay, as you can see, I got the cover off right there. So we'll go over here, and here's where you change out your op amp, and you can see I have the JRC 5532. See if I can get that better. There y'all go, got it a little bit better. But anyways, I want to go ahead and show you all something. This is very important right here, that you line up the notch of the op amp with the notch down inside. So if you look down here, see where you see that little yellow line? That's where the notch is on the actual DAC. And then you see that little round circle there, that lets you know to put it in this way. You do not want to put it in backwards. And you want to make sure you get all 4 of these feet on each side, 8 all together. You want to make sure you get them in properly, because if you don't, you can burn something up inside of your DAC. So please take your time doing this. They do give you a tool. Here's the tool they give you, and it's simple. I can't do this with one hand, but I know you're all smart. You're going to get this anyways. You would just go underneath. Hold on. But as you can see now, it's hard to do with one hand. You just grab it on both sides with these clippers. And then after you do that, you would just pull it out. But pull it out real easy and be real careful putting your new one in. Now you can order an extra packet of op amps. I think it's 3 or 4. I'll put it down in the description on the HiFiGo link. It will tell you in their link. You can get 3 extra ones. I did have all 5 of them. And my favorite one was actually the 2 that came with the DAC. And it was the Burr Brown 2607 and the Japanese radio company 5532. But that is an awesome feature to have, you all. So you can really tailor the sound to your stereo system and to what you like. But yes, you all, I just want to get this across, that it's really important that when you put the other op amp in, please take your time, make sure it's lined up. Use a magnifying glass if you can. If not, use a flashlight like me. But just be very careful. And I will upload Aune's actual website so you can see how many different op amps you can use with this DAC, because there is a bunch of them. And I know a lot of people go after that Burson op amp, the V5i. It's a double op amp, and I think it's about $50 to $75 US. Don't quote me on that, but it's pretty expensive. But people do say it has really good performance. But to be honest with you all, I'm really happy with the Japanese radio company 5532 op amp, and that's probably what I'm going to stick with. One last thing I almost forgot. They come with these 5 little caps, and these are just analog RCA caps, or 5 of them that you could cover up what you don't use on the back of the DAC. That's a nice little extra feature. And again, a nice, power supply. That is for the price point. It's a lot better than getting a phone charger for a power supply. So let's go ahead and get into this comparison of the Aune X8 Majic Dac. Me comparing it to the Schiit Modius DAC. Okay, now time for my comparison of the Aune X8 Majic Dac to the Schiit Modius DAC. I want to go ahead and say this is all based on my subjective, humble opinion. And the Aune X8 Majic Dac is $299 US. And the Schiit Modius DAC is $199 US. But the Aune X8 Majic Dac can be used as a single-ended preamp also. And the Aune X8 Majic Dac comes with the ESS9038 Q2M chip to it, where the Schiit Modius comes with the AK4493 DAC chip. And the Schiit Modius will only decode PCM files, 24-bit, 192 kilohertz, and the Aune X8 Majic Dac will decode DSD natively, which is pretty awesome. But anyways, just know that the Aune X8 Majic Dac is $100 more new. And this is all based on my subjective, humble opinion, but I had a lot of fun comparing them, y'all. But anyways, the Aune X8 Majic Dac to me has more heft to the bass. The bass has more dimensionality to it. The upper bass has a more pronounced punch to it. Now, when the music playback gets more complex, lots of music instruments playing at the same time, the X8 holds it together more tightly than the Modius. There's just less smearing effect with the X8 Majic Dac. And overall, the X8 is a tad bit warmer than the Modius DAC. The Aune X8 Majic Dac with guitar strings has a very good reverb to it, just an emergence of smooth decay. The vocals of the Aune X8 Majic Dac are natural sounding, female-male vocals, high pitches are not overly bright or sibilant. But the Aune X8 Majic Dac at high frequency, it has a smooth, high incline roll-off. The top end of the Aune X8 Majic Dac does have a slight darkness to it, but this keeps from sounding overly bright, but the top end still has plenty of life to it. The hi-hats of musical instruments are very clean sounding, but not crystal clean. In my overall humble opinion, the Aune X8 is a true refinement over the Modius Dac. You get more of a floating soundstage. Also, there's more air in between the instruments. An artist, very good instrument separation. There's more meat on the bone with the Aune X8 Majic Dac. The Aune X8 Majic Dac really digs into those micro details, and the bass is just accurately stern, and the mid-range has a naturalness to it. Now the top end of the Aune X8 Majic Dac, it's very, very clean sounding, non-fatiguing, with plenty of life to it. Like I was saying before, it's just creamy smooth, or should I say, for the first time on a DAC under $300, it sounds kind of liquidy to me. I never thought I would say that with the DAC, and preamp that's under 300 again, but also you can tailor the sound by switching out the op amps with the Aune X8 Majic Dac. So yes, I highly recommend this DAC at its price point. To me, you get a big bang for the buck. It's been the best. That's right, first time in 14 months that this channel has been up, you all. The Aune X8 Majic Dac has been the best sounding DAC I have spent time with under $300 US. So yes, if you're looking for, a budget DAC, the Aune X8 Majic Dac, I highly recommend it. And I highly recommend that you buy from HiFiGo if you choose to do that. But I just wanted to do that little comparison. That was all my humble opinion. One thing I will say about the Modius Dac that some other people may be interested in, and that's if you're somebody that has a AES digital input, or you have balanced output that you can see down here. The bottom one is the Schiit Modius. Somebody that's going to be running real long cable runs. Actually, the Schiit Modius may be better for you, because if you're running them long runs, the XLR through the Schiit Modius does have a 4-volt output. And I will tell you, the Schiit Modius is on the cool side of neutral. So, being on the cool side of neutral, and you're somebody who has a really, really warm sounding amp, then yes, the Schiit Modius may be better for you. But my humble opinion, the Aune X8 Majic Dac, for $100 more, plus you're getting, it's got a preamp with it that you can hook up, to an amplifier, a headphone amplifier, or a regular 2-channel amplifier, or to active speakers, meaning power speakers. But yes, I've had a lot of fun with the Aune X8 Majic Dac. I actually bought it because I liked it so much. It's just it's really creamy. It's just very smooth sounding DAC at its price point, and being able to decode DSD files, it kind of keeps it kind of future proof for me in a way. But yes, I love the DAC. They both weigh about the same amount of weight, just about 3 pounds, but I've had a lot of fun with the Aune X8 Majic Dac, and that is the DAC I'm going to be using with my reference system. And until next time, this is TJ, the Stereo-Bargainphile. And one last thing, yes, to me, the Aune X8 Majic Dac, in my own opinion, has a little bit more refiner sound and digs in them details. I wouldn't put the Schiit Modius DAC down at all, because for $199 US, it is a good sounding DAC. But for $299 US, I have fell in love with the Aune X8 Majic Dac. And it has been the best DAC I have spent time with under $300 US.